Well, it's spring. It's middle of May, and we've been planting potatoes for a couple weeks now. We should be done in probably a week or so. We've got our seed in the shed here. We got it in March. We've been storing it around 40-45 degrees. Now we're bringing it out, and we're in the process of cutting it. We use a front end loader and dump it in this wagon here, and you can see it comes out sort of slowly there and is cut by the seed cutter here. These people are cutting a few of the pieces that don't get cut properly, and then it's being conveyed up into the truck there. It takes about 3 hours to do a truckload, and we plant 1 truckload a day. Maybe we'll stop and we'll go around the other side, and I'll show you actually how the machine works. Okay, you can see the potatoes are going up. They're actually going quite slowly. We'll just move down a little farther there, and you can see where they're actually being cut. Okay, this is called a rolling table. The potatoes get rolling on here, and if this was a little longer, they'd probably all have a chance to get laying properly, but they shouldn't all be laying like this one here. I've taken the cover off this thing, so it's sort of dangerous. You wouldn't want to get your hand in there. But that's what happens. The rollers sort of go in between those cutters, and it slices the potatoes. Okay, here you can see the potatoes after they come through the rollers. They're all cut. What the people are doing here is cutting up a few ones that are missed. Like all machines, they don't do a perfect job. And some of them are sort of long, and some of them are, like that one there you see was a little too big, so she's cut it in half. Just trying to make what we call a perfect seed piece. I guess this one here would be considered probably pretty much perfect. It's about between 1.5 ounces and 2 ounces, and that's what we're aiming for. If you just want to come around here, you can see the seed pieces are going up this conveyor, and they're going right into the truck there. This truck holds approximately 300 hundredweight. It would take us probably 3 hours or so to fill it. And what we normally do is we start planting first thing in the morning around 8 o'clock, and we're all done. That truck would be empty around 5 or 6, and then we come here and we cut seed for about 3 hours. So around 8 or 9 o'clock we'll all be done, and everybody will go home. We'll be ready for tomorrow morning. Well, he's coming down the field now. It's quite important how fast we go. We're traveling just right around the 3 mile an hour. We can't go a lot faster than that because of the way the seed drops out of the planter. It's the slower you go, the more accurate a job it makes. That's about 115 horsepower tractor there. And with that planter loader with seed and fertilizer, it takes about that size of the tractor to get the job done. Well, Bob, it's 2 months or so since you were out here last. I guess this is about the 22nd of July. And you can see the potatoes have come a long way since the planting time. They're actually looking quite good. We've had a pretty good season. We had fair bit of rain. This year we have a lot more sunshine than last year, and I think things are a little bit earlier. We've just started to irrigate. It's the dry part of the season now. We haven't had too much rain just lately. I think we had about ½ an inch 2 or 3 days ago, and actually it was getting quite dry before then. So we started the irrigation system. This is a center pivot. I guess it's one of the easiest irrigators to operate, because basically once you get it set up, you just sort of press a button and set it for what amount of water you want to put on, and away it goes. It's throwing out sort of a fine mist. If you were to stand under there, it would feel similar to a light rain. The reason that is because we're careful not to wash our hills down. If we were to put an inch of water on a lot quicker, we'd wash the hills down and we'd have trouble with greening. So it's putting on fairly close to what you'd call just a natural rain. We started this thing at about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and it's been going all night. We've been out here babysitting it, haven't had too much sleep. But you have to realize that if anything went wrong with this, it could really cause problems out here with water. Like, we're pumping close to 1,000 gallons a minute. And if we had a line that broke or something like that, in no time we'd have a good portion of the field around the center of it possibly flooded, and it would never recover. So you can't have things like that happening. So you pretty much have to be here. The system has safety mechanisms built into it where it's supposed to shut down under a circumstance like that, but you hate to really 100% rely on them. So you know, I run back home a few times and I go for coffee, and I think maybe I had about 3 hours sleep. So, you know, we're not constantly watching it, but we're always pretty close. Well, Bob, we're down by the river here now. We're about a mile out of Gladstone. This is the White Mud River. You can see that stake out in the river there. That's where our foot valve is. And we're sucking the water up here, and it's going through this pump right here, and this is what's supplying the water to the field out there. This is a John Deere stationary engine running at the 4-cylinder, I would think around 70 horsepower or something like that. And we just put it on this old car frame so we could move it around easily. It's runs about 1,800 RPM. It's designed to run 24 hours a day, and usually doesn't give us too much trouble. Well, we're back here in the center.